A sizzle reel for the upcoming Kenobi show was released a few days ago, and as usual, I am very late to the party. Life is busy. So let's take a look, talk about what we see, make a couple predictions, and then I will give my overall thoughts on what we've been shown so far. And just as a friendly reminder, I'm running a little Black Series Gaming Greats Jango Fett sweepstakes. I'm giving away this Jango Fett figure, and all you have to do to enter the giveaway is download Disney Emoji Blitz using the link in the video description below. You get to level 10 in the game, take a screenshot and tag me on either Instagram or Twitter. I'll be picking a winner sometime in the middle of December, so stay tuned for more information on that. Additionally, anything you spend in the game goes to directly support me and this channel, so thanks. Have fun. We get 4 really prominent pieces of concept art in this sizzle reel. One shows a rematch, basically. A rematch between Obi Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker in front of fire. Ewan McGregor majorly hints that this is actually going to happen. You know, I usually try to reserve predictions or read too deeply into things, but it definitely seems like we are going to be getting a rematch here, right? They're going to be fighting possibly in front of fire once again. The thing about concept art, though, man, is if you look back through the Force Awakens concept art or the Last Jedi, any Star Wars concept art, I would say 99% of it goes in very different directions than the final product that we actually see. So, you know, who knows if these pieces of concept art are like 100% one for one what we're going to be seeing on screen. I know a lot of people are freaking about all this concept art. You know, Trilla's back. Yeah, maybe, but hey, let's just kind of pull back a little bit and realize that most concept art, the vast majority of concept art for Star Wars projects, isn't what we see on screen, right? So, and I would be very surprised if the concept art that they showed us in the sizzle reel is actually the final thing that we see in the show, right? You're gonna kind of spoil the fact that there is a rematch. You're gonna on a fire planet, maybe Mustafar. That'd be kind of weird, right? I don't know. You're gonna spoil the fact that Trilla's there. Okay. With concept art, I don't know, man. Leave some surprises for the show. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of surprises, but yeah, take this concept art with a grain of salt, man. Take it with a grain of salt. Another piece of concept art that we see is Obi-Wan riding on a creature, and off the top of my head, I can't remember what this creature is called, but it is the same creature that we last saw him riding on at the end of Revenge of the Sith, I believe. Ewan McGregor says that Obi-Wan Kenobi, as we know, has been tasked basically with protecting Luke. That's kind of his mission at the moment. Is a lot of this show going to take place on Tatooine? I suspect that a good chunk of it is. But from what we've seen, I don't know. We see the hint of an Inquisitor. I kind of have a feeling that the show is going to ping-pong from location to location. Obi-Wan is going to explore a little bit, maybe try to figure some things out. I really don't know what they're going to be doing in this show, man. I've always said that I want the show to be... Or like my dream Kenobi show would be a small character study on Tatooine where he's just trying to live day to day. And, you know, you don't even need to have a lightsaber. We've had lightsabers in Star Wars a lot, right? So a deep character study of Kenobi after his whole world has kind of crumbled down around him would be really interesting. We might still get that, but just with a lot more flashy, flippy-doo, action-packed lightsaber battles. Which, hey, man, that's, you know, people love that stuff, right? I love it too. So don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. And then we see Darth Vader sitting down, looking at a hologram of a figure. There's no way to tell who this is, right? If I had to guess, it's an Inquisitor of some sort. You know, in some of the Darth Vader comics, post Revenge of the Sith, most of you guys know, but Vader was basically tasked with being in charge of the Inquisitorius and sending a bunch of Inquisitors, basically Jedi hunters, to go find Jedi across the galaxy and slaughter them. So if I had to guess, the Inquisitors, a lot of them are going to play a large role, I would suspect, in this show, hunting Kenobi. You know, maybe not just Kenobi, but, you know, we've seen the Inquisitors hunting Ahsoka, the Ahsoka novel. It's nothing new, but it certainly makes sense to kind of incorporate it into Kenobi. Right time, right story thread. It makes complete sense that would be a part of this show, right? yeah, man. So overall, the sizzle reel didn't really excite me any more than I was already excited to begin with. I think that will probably change when we get actual footage from the show, you know, because as of right now, it was Ewan McGregor, and which was great. I loved hearing them talk about the character and, you know, maybe what we can expect to see and experience with the show, and you can kind of gauge their excitement for everything as well, which was great. But I'm very excited to get a trailer with some footage, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of a delicate balancing act, right? I know I'm always in the minority when it comes to a lot of these opinions, man. So like, I wouldn't even care if Vader was in the show. I love the fact that Hayden Christensen's back, but like when I think of Kenobi, I go to like Castaway in Space, where Kenobi is just kind of like looking at Luke from afar and occasionally going into town, and we see Kenobi for like 8 episodes, just, I don't know, cooking on a stove and having nightmares. But, you know, obviously it's probably going to be enormous and action-packed and crazy, and which I'm excited for too, man. Like, the older I get, the more I'm just going along with the ride. And if I don't like something, that's fine. There's another project behind it, right? And if I do like something, awesome. In that respect, you know, not much has changed for me. Back in the day when the prequels were coming out, I was 13 in 1999 when The Phantom Menace came out. And back then, you know, there was a lot of Star Wars that I liked and a lot of Star Wars that I didn't like. Just like today, right? Just like today. There's a lot of Star Wars that I like. There's a lot of Star Wars that I don't like. Hey, man. That's just the way it is, right? But I'm super pumped for Kenobi. I'm just really more excited to see a trailer. I don't know what direction they're going in the show, which is a good thing, right? Which is a good thing. We don't want to know everything. We don't want to know that they have a rematch before we see the rematch. We don't want to know that they fight in front of fire once again. I hope it's not Mustafar. That would be kind of lame, in my opinion. You know, always returning to where, I don't know. We'll see, man. I'm excited, but once again, take this concept art with a giant grain of salt. Most of the time, 99% of the time, the concept art that we have seen for Star Wars projects are very different than the final project, or don't even exist in the show or movie that we watch, right? So anyway, what do you guys think in the comment section below? Let me know. Yeah, man, hope you guys are excited. A lot of Star Wars on the horizon. HelloGreedo, out.